Hi, and welcome to Herbal Expeditions, where we talk all things gardening, herbs, and aromatherapy. Today's recipe is a rosemary lime tea, and I'm very excited to share this with you. Rosemary is our herb in focus this week. For today's recipe, you will need 1 to 2 teaspoons of rosemary, 1 to 2 teaspoons of lemon thyme, a jar or something to steep your tea in, a little bit of lemon juice, about a teaspoon, and then you use honey to taste. So the first thing that we're going to do is let me back up for a moment. A lot of times when people do videos, they'll come on with all of this fancy equipment, but today I wanted to show you that you can use things that you have in your kitchen. The utensils and the things that I'm using today are going to be very simple. I'll be using a simple mason jar. If you don't have a mason jar, an old jelly jar will do. So I'm going to start out by putting my herbs into the jar. I have a teaspoon of rosemary leaves. These leaves have not been crushed or anything. They'll be fine, and I'm using dried rosemary. If you have fresh rosemary, that will do. And then I'm going to be using about a teaspoon of fresh lemon thyme. I only had fresh lemon thyme. I couldn't find any dried. I didn't have any dried on hand. So I went out to my garden to scavenge and hunt for a little bit of the thyme that may have been left. Thyme leaves are very, very tiny, but they pack a powerful punch. And I'm going to need about a cup of boiling water. I am going to go ahead and pour about a cup of water in over these herbs that I've placed in this cup. This mason jar, I should say. That's about halfway, so that is about a cup. Then we will cover and allow this to steep for 10 to 15 minutes. Now, some of the things that I want to share with you about rosemary is a very aromatic herb. It is also a carminative, means it helps us with our digestive system. And the thing about rosemary is that it has been used to help with memory as far back as time goes, basically. I think since its inception, people have been using it to boost memory. So that's why I say it may help you, because it really supports short-term memory and focus. It can be described as a warming, drying herb. It is slightly constricting, and some people describe the flavor as being pungent. It is a very powerful herb when it comes to flavor. It's very strong. Typically, I like to put extra herbs in my tea because I like my tea really strong. However, the strong taste of rosemary, I didn't want to have more than a teaspoon, but you can use 1 to 2 teaspoons to taste. And I said that we will be using the lemon, and we're going to do about a teaspoon of lemon, and then you will do honey to taste. I'll be back with you in just a few moments, and we'll get this tea finished. Here you see me straining the herbs from the infusion. Then I add 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice and a teaspoon of local honey to add a touch of sweetness. This blend is very beneficial for those experiencing test anxiety. The carminative qualities of each of the herbs supports a nervous stomach, and the rosemary aids memory and focus. If you enjoyed this video or found it to be educational or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe.